and welcome to my day. Okay, so let's do some journaling. I can't speak too loud, I hope you hear me well because Martina is asleep. Obviously it's 4:30 in the morning and I need to start doing some deep work. So quick journaling, I'm going to show you how I do it, and then I'm going to go directly to some deep work. Starting your day with some protein is really useful. So, okay, fountain pen. I find it cool to write with a nice pen. This actually really was an aha moment. I am trying to do a daily vlog for multiple reasons, and just by saying that I'm trying to do a daily vlog and not like, okay, today I'm vlogging, took away a lot of pressure. It's just something to think about. When you really want to do something, try it. The trial has to be conscious, because then you give a possibility for failure, which a lot of people will say, hey, don't give yourself a possibility for failure, just like give your possibility only to succeed, go only for success. But failure is part of success. Failure is the obstacle that will bring you from point A to point B. And so embracing the possibility of failure by saying, I am trying, is actually making everything much easier.
Okay guys, can you see anything? Well, I can't because I am in the forest. It is 5:45 in the morning and it is completely and utterly pitch dark. And there is our friend the moon. Now that we're out of the forest, we're now on a little path. This is our friend the moon. And it's beautiful, and I'm actually filming on my iPhone and you can't see anything. It's a real pity, so you'll just have to believe me.
Sitting a little bit on the grass now. I thought I would sit here in the park to do a little bit of vlogging, and I wanted to tell you the two tips for getting up really early. One tip might seem really obvious, and the other is something to think about maybe, and something that really helps me a lot. So the first tip, if you want to wake up early, you need to have a good evening routine and also go to bed a bit earlier. You know, it just makes sense. A lot of things are just common sense, and this is one of those things. If you want to get up early, you need to go to bed earlier, because otherwise you're just going to be exhausted. You need your sleep. Sleep is essential. Sleep is not optional, just like rest is not optional. And rest is part of your work in order to be as productive as possible. If you want your brain to work optimally, you need sleep. If you want your creativity to be optimal so that you can solve difficult problems, you need sleep. If you want to be physically active, if you want to be energized, if you want to be able to move your body optimally, again, you need sleep. So getting up 4 a.m. or 3:45 like I do right now, it seems maybe extreme, but when you think about it, it's just natural if you go to bed earlier. So in order to go to bed earlier, you need to have an evening routine. My evening routine is that I shut down all electric device 1 hour before I go to bed. So usually I go to bed around 9. I try to go to bed around 8:30 now, and even sooner if possible. So these last few days I've actually been going to bed at 8 with a book, and a paper book, not a book on my iPad or on my phone, a paper book, so that I'm away from the screens. The screens are toxic and they will not get you to go to sleep, especially not getting into a deep sleep. We're going to talk a lot about sleep in this channel because it's one of the fundamentals that you need in order to do anything that you want to do. So sleep is really important. So go to bed early. I also like to take a nice little bath with magnesium salt. This really helps relax the muscles, relax the body. Yeah, that's it. That's tip number 1. I know it's very obvious, but you know, I thought I had to mention it. Number 2 tip, the second tip is that you need to be doing it for a reason. You need to have a purpose. So for me, I have a full-time job. I just finished my job now. It's 4 o'clock. I got up 12 hours ago already. I went to the gym. I did a 9-hour work at at my job. I'm an iOS developer right now, so I had to code a lot. It's tiring. It's tiring days. Even if you don't have so much task at work, you still have to be there. And we're going to talk about this also, because time and how you sell your time is extremely important. But you have to have a purpose for waking up early. So for me, as I said, I've had a long day already, and I need more time. I need more time for my project. I need more time to work on myself, on what really matters. I've been thinking a lot about what really matters. I want to make a specific video for this, but you know, I need more time, and if I want to create time, I need to create that time by getting up really early. And you could say, well, why don't you create that time by going to bed really late and, you know, shifting the whole thing, going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning and getting up at 8 or 9 and going to, you know, but for me it doesn't work that way for multiple reasons. Creating time is not only creating a number of minutes or hours, it is also about creating space. And for me, to be in that space where I'm the most creative, it is really early in the morning, because the world is still half asleep. At 4 a.m., from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., there's 4 hours where I can really find solitude. And in solitude I can find space, time and space, so that I can be as creative as possible. And that's the reason why I do it. I also like to go to the gym really early, because I find that going to the gym early in the morning gets me better to sleep in the evening. If I go to the gym in the evening and then come home and go directly to sleep, it just doesn't work. First of all, you get a little bit hungry, you have a snack, your blood sugar raises, and you're not able to get the optimum sleep. So doing this really early in the morning has been really helpful for me. Creating this solitude, creating this space really early in the morning is key. And to go back to that tip, having a purpose. So for me, I want to build my own app. I want to build my own business, my own startup. I'm building a social media app. I will also want to try doing this vlogging. There's a lot of advantages of vlogging, and one of the advantages that I can think of is that you're recording your time, you're recording your day, and you're accountable to something, even if it's just this lens. Even if I'm just trying out this vlogging thing, so I don't even have to publish this on YouTube, it's still holding me accountable. How do you spend your time? What do you do? Your mood that you're in, because you can't be miserable in front of a camera. You have to have a certain amount of energy, of enthusiasm, otherwise it's just really, really boring. And I've noticed that talking to a camera actually, you know, they say you put on 10 pounds when you talk to a camera, when you're on camera, when you're on video. Well, actually, what I find the most challenging is that it takes off a lot of energy. So I might be energetic, you don't feel it on camera. So I have to be over energetic for it to kind of seem normal when you look at it on the video, which I'm really not used to and really not comfortable with. This is something I have to work on for sure, but yeah, so it's helping me keep accountable. So I do want to do this vlog, but the most important thing is my project. And so this is my purpose, to create this tool for people to communicate better. I think it's a really cool project. I think it's a really cool app. It's a really cool idea. I have people working on it with me. I have a co-founder, I have an Android developer, I have a designer, I have people that I also need to be accountable to. And so I need to create the time so that I can do good work on this project. It's a very ambitious project, it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and I need to create this time. And if I don't get up really early in the morning, then I don't have the time and space. So you know, if you just say, okay, I want to get up at 4 in the morning because I saw that a lot of really successful people get up really early, you know, it's all over YouTube, all over the internet, blogs about it, etc. Very successful people get up really early in the morning. It's for a reason. First of all, they have their purpose, they have their business, they have their things that they need to do inside of this space and time that we're talking about. And I feel I need to get this space and time too. So if you're just waking up at 4 in the morning just because, you're going to lose motivation. So I've been doing this for more than a month and a half now, getting up really early. I used to get up at 5 and at 4:30, and now I'm actually getting up before 4 using the sleep app, so that I wake up within a time frame of 30 minutes between 3:30 and 4, so that I know that I'm up at 4. I can do my routine like I did this morning that I showed on the blog. I'm not even sure I'm gonna put it on because it's really stupid. The light is not good, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. That I'm gonna see tonight when I look at the footage. But you know, it's really important for me to have the solitude and to have the space. And I find it that first thing in the morning before the sun is up, it's pretty cool. I also quite like cycling. When it was completely dark in the forest, that was quite fun. I usually got out of the house around sunrise, so I've been witnessing beautiful sunrise. This morning it was more like moonlight and starry skies. I tried to put it on the video, but it didn't work. It just doesn't show. So those are the 2 tips. To recap, 1, you need to have an evening routine. You need to go to bed earlier, and you need to optimize your sleep. So with your routine, you know, shutting down the screens, shutting down the inputs that you get into your brain, and of course, you know, just relaxing before you go to bed. Maybe reading a nice book. Fiction is good. Right now I'm reading Waking Up by Sam Harris, I think the name is. So it's kind of like a spiritual book, and it's not like a business book or an active thinking self-help book. It's something that you can chill out with. So yeah, I think that's it for today's video. I'm pretty much done saying what I wanted to say today. I'm in this park today, on my way back home. I'm gonna cycle through this place. This is the forest I'm talking about. So right over there, there's like 500 meters of forest or something, and it's quite cool to cycle and to walk and to relax a little bit. Rest is really important. I made a whole video that I didn't publish yet on rest, and you know, going for a walk for your productivity, because for peak performance, the equation was peak performance equals hard work and hard rest. Like an elite sportsman, they recuperate, they have physiotherapists, they do warm and cold baths. So yeah, that's it for today. I'm gonna try to do it again. It's kind of cool to follow your day, and I'm gonna try to do this as much as possible. I'm not sure that I want to commit to myself to do this daily, because it does take a little bit of time. It will take a little bit of time later to, you know, cut some footage and edit it. So I don't want to waste too much time, because as I told you, my number one purpose, my number one goal, my number one the number one thing that I want to spend my time with is my social media app that I'm building, my project. And also I feel I need to spend a little bit more time with my wife, quality time. So we've started scheduling it. I'm going to talk about this in some next videos. Hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. If you have, put a thumbs up. If you really hated it, put a thumb down. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. We're going to talk about a lot of cool things in the future. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.